where the guys kind of picked up, from the spring.
Yeah, it was an interesting summer for those guys because it's the first time they had to coach themselves and practice themselves on an offense that we installed in the spring. The only one that's been here that installed a new one was Ontario. So it was a new experience for them, but they were excited. They're excited about the changes in the offense, and we've had a remarkable amount of carryover, from last spring. So we're encouraged about that fact. So I think that the offense is different. It's a lot more verbiage. A lot more verbiage. In the no huddle, less is more. So I think here, more is more, because it's a lot of verbiage and it's a lot of rote memorization. So they're doing pretty well with it.
So a call is just like more words when you say that? It's like,
oh yeah.
What's an average call? How many words? 8?
Give us one.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for the words, but how many would it take?
It could be 15.
Okay. Before it was like,
yeah. Before it was
just a sign.
Just a sign, or just a number, or just a word. So that in itself, it takes a little bit because we have to process it and go through the whole deal, and you have to listen a lot more than you had to listen before. So test their listening skills. But it's really descriptive, and everyone has something to listen to, so it tells everyone what to do. So it's really, at the end of the day, it's pretty fundamental, pretty base.
What difference you seen in a guy like Trey Mason? I mean, we come in and obviously there's a difference just when you see him. Have you seen the maturity coming out of him?
Yeah, oh yeah. Just playing last year as a true freshman in this league and having whatever success he had, it just propels you into the next year because he has a new confidence. He knows he can play in this league. He knows what it takes to be successful in this league. He's over 200 pounds now. So it'll be exciting to get the pads on. And see, see if he can take it, and if he can dish it out, and if he can take it for 13 games in this league.
Talk a little bit about what you've seen out of Corey Grant. Had a pretty big spring ball. I know it's only been 2 days, but you come into camp with the right approach. What you've seen out of him.
Oh yeah, Corey has a phenomenal attitude. He's just the epitome of you talk about a player's coach. Well, he's the epitome of the opposite of that. He's the kind of kid you love to coach. He's going to do everything you ask him to do, and then more. And he has a bunch of talent. So that's a pretty good combination. For Corey now, for all of our guys, because there's, we got numbers. Those guys, we need to play on special teams, help this football team on special teams. So you'll see some of those young guys out there helping us on special teams before you see them with the ball in their hand.
How close is he? He's young, obviously. How close is Corey in that progression to becoming a ball carrier?
We'll find out when we pad it up. We'll have some healthy competition. And for the first time since we've been here, we've never had more than 3 tailbacks. So I'm kind of excited about that.
I mean, how different is it going to be? I mean, you had like 5 guys in a couple different spots. I mean, there's a lot of different ways they're going to be used too.
And another thing about this offense is it's creative, and we'll have 2 on the field at the same time, and so that really helps because we were able to have 2 on last year and with the previous offense, but we only had 3. So you're increasing the chances of them, getting hurt by putting them both on the field at the same time. We couldn't afford to do that, but now we can. So you'll see a lot of times you'll see Trey and Ontario and Corey and whoever. You'll see us out there with multiple running backs on the field.
what about Mike Blakely? What are your expectations for him? I don't hear as much about him.
Well, it's only been 2 days, but
yeah.
There are times when Mike appears to have the most talent of the bunch because he's 200 pounds. He's explosive. He's quick. He can start and stop. He has great vision, and he has a natural feel. He may be the most natural of the running backs that we have. But now that doesn't translate into winning a position or getting any yards. On September 1st, you have to do it out here on a daily basis. So he's yet to do that. So I'm excited to see if he can do that and help us out some. We need some help. I'm pretty certain that Trey and Ontario can help us win in this league, but we need that third guy to help us.
And then Javon, you had the only guy that hadn't talked about. Just come in and he looks
Yeah.
to be in
Yeah,
shape.
I mean, he's
anyway.
220 pounds. He's the type of back that you need in this offense. Someone who can move the chains and who can break tackles. And someone who gets downhill. I'm pleased with what I see so far because he's really conscientious. He really wants to do well. It means a lot to him, and he loves to play. So that's a really good combination. Plus, he has talent. So that's a really good combination. We're excited to see how it all shakes out.
Bouncing back to Blakely for a second, you said he hadn't really done it as much on the field. Is it just circumstances, or are you just still trying to get him mentally where he needs to be to fight every day?
Yeah, you know, he just has some. He just has to do it. He has it. He just has to do it. Now he hasn't played in 2 years, so you know, I think once he gets into a game and can get hit around a little bit and get some grass stains on his knee, I think he'll be all right. He just hasn't played. You know, Corey Grant hasn't played in 2 years, so those guys just need to play. So hopefully we can get them in early in the season and see what they can do.